Right now, let me take you through how India is really squeezing Pakistan even before the bullets fire. It's visible, it's dramatic, it's India's first act of retaliation after the Kashmir carnage. Satellite images here, very clearly accessed this week, shows the Chenab River near Pakistan's Sialkot is running dry. In fact, the riverbed now lies cracked and pale, unprecedented consequence of India suspending key provisions of the Indus Waters Treaty. That's the before-after image there, showing very clearly that Pakistan's rivers seem to be drying up because of India's squeeze. Remember, the Indus Waters Treaty, which was signed in 1960 and brokered by the World Bank, gave Pakistan the rights over the western rivers, including Indus, Jhelum and Chenab. India, of course, has very limited access to those rivers, but can control the flow for storage and for hydropower. And that's exactly what India is now playing with. India hasn't built a new dam for sure. That can't happen overnight. But it's tightened control over existing infrastructure. India has slowed down water release and has stopped sharing data on these rivers with Pakistan. Technically, it's not a full violation yet, but India is testing the edges of the treaty and it seems to be having an impact on the ground. But after 26 civilians were massacred in the terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam, Pakistan at this point has to face consequences. And this is precisely what the Modi government's move has been. The first was to pull the plug on the Indus Waters Treaty, signaling that even water could be used as a weapon. India has shown that. Satellite shots there, taken between April 21st to 26th, confirmed this fallout. The flow of Chenab has sharply diminished near Marala headworks in Sialkot. Silt and sedimentation patterns indicate water retention that's happened upstream. Pakistan has called this, of course, a grave violation and an act of war. They said blood will spill if you stop water. Here's a listen.
Pakistan vehemently rejects the Indian announcement to hold the Indus Waters Treaty in abeyance. The treaty is a binding international agreement brokered by World Bank and contains no provision for unilateral suspension. Water is a vital national interest of Pakistan, a lifeline for its 240 million people, and its availability will be safeguarded at all costs. Any attempt to stop or divert the flow of water belonging to Pakistan, as per the Indus Waters Treaty, and the usurpation of the rights of lower riparian will be considered as an act of war and responded with full force across the complete spectrum of national power.
कि जो इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी है, जो मुआहिदा हुआ पाकिस्तान और भारत के दरमियान, मोदी ने और उनकी हुकूमत ने ऐलान किया कि अब वो ये मुआहिदा नहीं मानते। भारत को कहना चाहूंगा कि सिंधु हमारा है और सिंधु हमारा रहेगा। या इस दरिया से हमारा पानी बहेगा या उनका खून बहेगा।
Well, India's stance is unflinching. No country can sponsor terror and then expect rivers to flow peacefully. The Chenab is the lifeline for Pakistan's agrarian belt. A drying river could really trigger a crop crisis in Pakistan as well as power deficits, even internal unrest, and that's exactly what we see happening in Pakistan. Islamabad has reportedly reached out to the UN and the World Bank for help, asking for immediate intervention as their lake is drying up. This is the first time water is being wielded as a tool of consequence. A policy pivot, not on paper, but certainly on satellite record.